Hello again and welcome to Inside Wyoming Basketball with Cowboy basketball head coach Alan Edwards. It's great to have you along, and we've got some amazing highlights to take a look at and a lot to talk about. The Cowboys have already played 13 non-conference games. They'll open with Air Force right here in the Arena Auditorium. So, big non-conference season for the Cowboys, Coach. You must be very pleased. 10-3, nice little 7-game winning streak in there. And, of course, 8-0 right here on this home floor. All those are great things. How do you feel about this team as you look at from the Western State game when you opened to this point?
I think we're just getting better with each opportunity to get out there on the floor. And it's shown from that first game all the way up to our last game against USC. Guys are getting better individually, but at the same time, we're getting better as a group. So I'm pleased, but, at the same time, it's behind us, and, conference season is about to come, so we have to kind of refocus and get ready for that.
Yeah, no kidding. But as we look back, there are so many big games. The Cowboys really came up big, and especially the games here. But even on the road, you get a big win at Montana. You play well in the California trip. But so many big games, I thought, and good matchups for the Cowboys to help this team get better, don't you think?
Yeah, I really do. I think it was a tremendous pre-conference schedule. In a sense of a lot of close games, a lot of good games to test, our progress as a group. And I really like, the fight within our team to go on the road and win at Montana, play 2 tough ones at Pacific and Cal, and then just this last weekend, neutral site against DePaul and USC. And to go into your conference schedule, coming away from those games, going 10-3, I think that's pretty good.
I'll say. And as the Cowboys work through this non-conference schedule, as we talked before, just got better and better. And the depth of this Cowboy team is rising and kind of showing itself.
Yeah, I think I've always said that. I think that's the best part about this group, that, with the way we want to play, getting up and down the floor, that we have enough bodies to continue to throw out there. And to me, not really lose a lot of steam from the first 5 that starts the game off. But, at the same time, I've told our guys, we really don't have a starting 5. We just play a lot of guys.
Yeah, you'll go 10, 11 players every game, it seems, Coach. And as you said, that starting 5 Grizzly is kind of immaterial because everybody is getting a good amount of playing time, those 10, 11 players.
Yes, without a question. And the best part about this group, it could be a different guy on a different night. And I think that's what keeps that positive vibe within your group, because, again, a different guy may have that opportunity to step up or may have their better game on that night. And then the guy that had it the night before may not have it, but still be a positive influence on the group going forward.
Thought the Cowboys made a good showing in Las Vegas. Those were the last 2 non-conference games. You get the win over DePaul and then that overtime thriller against 23rd ranked USC. I thought those were great games for the Cowboys.
Yeah, again, process with this group. I thought we played a really good game against DePaul. Obviously came away with the win. And then, playing for a championship. I think that's one of the things that's probably, kind of went unnoticed. It was an opportunity for this group that had lost Josh Adams to put themselves in position to play for a championship in their pre-conference schedule and walk away just feeling like, we had an opportunity to win the game. But, we came up a little short, but you can always learn from it. And I think it only can help us going forward as a group.
Yeah, the Cowboys go 10-3 in non-conference play as they head into conference action. I'll say it again, 8-0 in the pre-conference season right here on this floor here in the Arena Auditorium. That is huge. Well, stay with us. We have more to come on Inside Wyoming Basketball with Cowboy head basketball coach Alan Edwards. We're back right after this timeout.
They are the greatest fans in the world. This March, their journey begins. Run!
great night for a run.
The Mountain West Basketball Championships in Las Vegas. Run to get your seats before they sell out.
Sellouts. I love sellouts, baby.
It's what everyone's after. The new 2017 Nissan Rogue. Get to Nissan today for year-end savings on Rogue and the rest of the Nissan lineup. Take on any Galaxy. See Rogue One in theaters. Save up to $2,500 or get a low $189 per month lease on the 2016 Rogue. Get to Nissan, a proud partner of the Wyoming Cowboys.
Inside Wyoming Basketball with Alan Edwards is brought to you by Nissan, Komatsu, University of Wyoming Outreach School, and Wyoming Relay.
This Cowboy has been such a great leader for Wyoming basketball. He hails from Torrington, Wyoming, and now in his senior season, let's get to know Jason McManaman.
Are you surprised at the levels you've been able to reach and the accomplishments you've been able to have through this time?
Yeah, I mean, I came in here just as a kid, from small town in Wyoming, and I didn't really know what to expect. Coming to play at this level was something I never, had played at before. But something, my dad, my coaches just always told me, just keep getting, all you can do is just get better every day. And work on, being the best player you can be. You can never be anyone else. So, that's just something I've always tried to stick to, just be the best I can be.
I really enjoyed your visit to the little grade school in Torrington and your message to those kids about don't think you can't do something.
Yeah, definitely. That's how I was growing up. I just had a dream, to play college basketball and to play for the University of Wyoming. And I just think that any kid should have a dream, no matter what it is. Dream big and just chase it. Yeah.
Is it overrated that a small school playing in a lesser league or level or division, is that overrated that you can't really play in a bigger level?
I think it is. There's going to be guys playing at that bigger level that might be, getting more competition at that time. But, the work that you decide to put in individually or with, how you decide to improve your game, it's something you can do on your own, no matter if you're playing at a small school or, big, prep school.
So, what was the most difficult thing for you coming from that level? And if you'd have been in 4A or 5A, maybe it would have been the same. But from being a trailblazer to being a Cowboy, what was the toughest thing for you?
It was the transition. Going to I've always been a guard, but I was still in high school I was still one of the tallest, one of the biggest guys on the team. And when you come to this level, there's guys bigger than you, there's guys faster than you, there's guys stronger than you. Everything is just amped up. And that's just, takes something to adjust to because, but at the same time, I just stick to, what I did and stick to my game and stick to improving my game and just not worry about, just adjust.
What do you perceive as your role now as a senior on this team?
I just try to help, help lead these guys as well as I can, help each guy individually become the best, player they can be, for the best of the team. And I think that's something that, so far we've been doing a good job as there's so many guys on this team have such a big part going into our success, and you never know on what guy on what any given night can step up and make big plays. Like you've seen in a lot of these games.
Well, such a great representative for Wyoming Cowboy basketball, Jason McManaman. And Coach, you have had the chance to see him progress from the time he came on campus to this point, his senior season, and he really has, he kind of exemplifies getting better and better as the time goes by.
Yes, I can still remember when he came to team camp, a team obviously out of Torrington. But when you watch a kid come in as a freshman and leave out as a senior, and you see a completely different player, it kind of goes back to him and his work ethic, because he really has made himself, or turned himself into a really fine basketball player.
Boy, hasn't he, though? I think there was a while where we thought of Jason as just a shooter, but he is probably as good taking it to the rack as anybody on this team right now.
It's funny you say that, because I joked with him the other day in practice about that. After watching a few games on film, he's really learned how to utilize his shot-making ability to now put it on the floor, pull-ups, and get to the rim, or get fouled and go to the free throw line.
I know the Cowboys look up to his teammates, look up to him. He's kind of a quiet leader, isn't he, Coach?
Yes, I mean he is, but he's about the right things, and I think that's what surpasses a lot for him and the guys that are looking up to him.
Yeah, such a great player, number 23, Jason McManaman for the Wyoming Cowboys. You stay with us. We have more to come on Inside Wyoming Basketball with Cowboy head coach Alan Edwards. We're back right after this timeout.
They are the greatest fans in the world. This March, their journey begins. Run!
Great night for a run.
The Mountain West Basketball Championships in Las Vegas. Run to get your seats before they sell out.
Sellouts. I love sellouts, baby.
Here you are. You're at a point in your life where you have plenty to say. Don't let hearing loss stop you. An amplified or CapTel phone can help you stay connected, so you can understand every conversation and not miss a thing. Call or visit us online to learn more.
He's a veteran basketball coach, and he comes to the Cowboys now in his first year as assistant coach. And boy, has he been so good for this Cowboy basketball team. Let's get to know assistant coach Tony Poolhole.
Here we go. Next play. Here we go. One chance at today, boys. Get one chance at today. Keep moving. Keep moving. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Give me the old steamboat. That looks great. That looks great. Jeez, Louise, that looks great. Nice job, man.
I'll tell you, to me, what I've learned is that when you're surrounded by really good people, that's something that's really, really special. And I feel that here. I felt it everywhere I've been. You know, my thing is I'm always going to be thankful for everything that I have, good or bad, because they kind of shape you, right, on the type of coach you're going to be. So. Like I said, I see a lot of special things with Coach Edwards and what he's trying to build here.
You got him, you got him, you got him, you got him, Coach.
And Coach sets the tone every day, and he has a plan. And everybody in our organization has a purpose. And Coach has kind of landed me with the purpose of working with Coach Kimbrough on the defensive end of the floor and working with our front court. And to me, it's a privilege just to be a part of his staff here at Wyoming. I think, you know, like I said, he sets the tone every day, and it makes our job that much easier.
What's that? Coach's Cowboy shooting? You guys don't want to deal with that. I may get a little tired, but I'll hit threes now. I may not hit layups, but I'll hit threes.
It's a fun group to be around. I'll tell you, they've got a little chip on their shoulder because I think they've been, for whatever reason, ranked at a certain position in our conference, or because of the Josh Adams graduation and the change in the staff. I think they've been overlooked. They've worked extremely hard. They've kind of bought into the mindset that coach wants them to have on a daily basis. And you know, I really enjoy every day working with these guys because they're hungry to get better.
Attaboy, big fella. That's it, get in there. Every time, baby. Every time you're on balance, it looks good. Every time, both of you, great job. There we go. Nice, guys, way to shoot it.
Well, I've got 3 daughters. Casey Lee, who's a sophomore at the University of Alabama. I have a 17-year-old, Kristen, who's right here at Laramie High School. And I've got a 12-year-old that attends the middle school here in town. So very proud of them, very proud of all of them and what they're doing. But you know, the foundation is their mom, my wife, Miley. She's done a tremendous job in them. Obviously, you know, our profession kind of keeps us sometimes away from home. But one thing that she does is she knows how to balance my time, and she really, really understands the needs of my children, and she's done a fantastic job of raising them.
Come on, JJ. Keep running. Good job, babe. Good job. Help each other. Help each other. Help each other. Who hit that? Who got the deflection? Hey, did you get that? Good job, babe.
You know, I take that approach when I'm around the guys. You know I'm not their father, and I don't, you know, I never want to be something that I'm not, but you see the things that they're going through in a day-to-day basis, and you want to try to help them, right? Try to help them move along and kind of keep them on track. So I think there's a lot of similarities in parenting that you can have while you're on the court with these guys.
Keep pushing, come on. Good. Good job.
Well, Coach Tony Poolhole, I know was one of the first folks you talked to when you became head coach here at the University of Wyoming. Of course, Coach Chiat was here, but I know one of the first you went and talked to was Coach Poolhole. What's your relationship, and tell us a little bit about how you two have gotten to know each other.
Well, we worked together at VCU, myself, him, and Jeremy. And I thought during that time, myself and Coach Poolhole really got to know each other and respect each other. And even though we parted ways, we've always stayed in contact just throughout the business and would just throw ideas off of each other. So when I was given this opportunity and was in a position to hire, he was the first guy that came to mind.
Well, and what a knowledgeable coach. He brings so much to the table. And I know he has a great, just watching in shoot-arounds and watching in games, I know he has a great relationship with the players.
Just great energy, really good people person, really cares about the young men in this program. And I just think that goes a long way when you think about how tough and how hard we want to coach the guys on the floor. To be able to establish relationships with the young men, I think that's vital.
Yeah, he's done such a great job, and so great to have assistant coach Tony Poolhole right here on the staff with the University of Wyoming Cowboy basketball team. We're back with more right after this timeout.
Keeping your work site on time, on budget, and onto the next job is keeping you up at night, you need to wake up to Komatsu. Our machines are designed for production, uptime, and savings. We are more than just iron. We are giving you a technology to move more material in less passes, start sooner, finish faster, and burn less fuel. We are solving problems before you had them. So stop doing what you've always done. The only thing that's going to keep you up at night is wondering why you didn't do it sooner. Discover the job site of your future. Komatsu.
Inside Wyoming Basketball with Alan Edwards is brought to you by Nissan, Komatsu, University of Wyoming Outreach School, and Wyoming Relay.
Well, the Cowboys open conference play tonight against Air Force. Then it's on the road as they'll travel to Nevada, Las Vegas on Saturday. Next week, the Cowboys will follow it up with another roadie at Fresno State. That's the first 2 weeks of Cowboy basketball, how that schedule lays out. But, Coach, first things first, Air Force is first in the sights of the Cowboys. And, wow, this team has been something in the pre-conference season, leading the conference in scoring. I never thought I'd ever say that about an Air Force team, but they're going almost 80 points a game.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think Coach P has done a tremendous job since taking over that program. Even though they're still committed to the Princeton action, but they're playing a little bit more aggressive, like you said, getting up and down the floor and putting pressure on your transition defense. And if it's not there, then into their Princeton action. And, you know, the Princeton action is always a system that, you know, you just have to prepare differently for. But, you know, just blessed that we had an opportunity to play Cornell, who plays somewhat of a Princeton-type offense, to kind of prepare us for the likes of Air Force.
Always have to pay attention to those backdoor cuts, and of course they'll put up the threes. Like the Cowboys, they will fire up the threes, won't they?
Well, that's what makes them so unique as well, because of the threat of the back cut, but at the same time the ability to make the three-point shot. So it's a game where we definitely have to just be on edge the whole time, defending their action. So it should be a very, very good game here in AA.
Yeah, should be a dandy. Now, it's so unfair to look ahead, and I'm sorry we do that on this show, Coach, but then you have at UNLV a little Saturday afternoon action on New Year's Eve at Fresno State. Those two teams are very good teams, and on the road make them even a little more tougher.
Yeah, well, again, you know, Coach Menzie, you know, taking over at UNLV. It's just in the process of obviously getting them guys going, but you know, that's a program that's always has talent and athleticism. So, and just playing out there in Vegas in the Thomas and Mac is always a tough deal. And then when you think at Fresno, one of the Coach Terry, I just always respect that program with how hard they play. And then being that they're the returning conference tournament champions, you know, again, that should be a good opportunity for us as well.
You know, as you head into conference play, do you get a feeling that this conference is kind of wide open? I think there's always favored teams, but it doesn't appear to be such a long distance between top and maybe middle of the conference.
Well, I've said that about this conference probably the last couple of years. You know, on any given night, you know, anybody can play, upset or beat anybody. So that's why you just always have that mentality of coming in and just doing what you're capable of doing to put yourself in position to win, because you just never know with the team that you're going to be matched up with.
Yeah, big game tonight, the conference opener, the Cowboys and the Air Force Academy Falcons. Don't forget to catch the game on Twitter. It will go on at 7 p.m. tonight with the Cowboys and Air Force. Well, that's going to do it for us. Come back next time. We'll take a look at highlights of Cowboy basketball with head coach Alan Edwards. For the head coach, I'm Dave Walsh. So long, everybody.